Hi Aries, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot reading. We're asking the question, what do you need to know about them? It's a unique topic. I don't usually touch on this, but I'm very curious what the cards have to tell you. We're going to start with Oracle, and I'll say if you have not yet, please consider hitting the like button. And if you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Aries and cross watchers alike to send you their prayers and their positive energy, simply say hello or leave an emoji in the comment section. It gives us something we can focus on that represents you. All right, so we start with the message of the crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. That's awesome. You just got this in your other timeless reading. So let's see what the cards have to say. What you need to know about this person. So you guys, I'm doing a whole series and I'm going to be releasing Aries videos every single day. And it's because in the 3 years I've been doing this channel, I have not really been discovered by Aries yet. There's only like 2 or 3 signs that have yet to kind of have the algorithm pick up, and it's kind of a funny YouTube thing. Anyway, so I'm just going to love you guys up. I'm like basically going to be jumping up and down until you see me. So if you do like this channel, consider subscribing. All right? Aries, what do you need to know about them, Aries? Like, we need to break through. We need to like enlighten you. We need to blow your minds. We need to fulfill your curiosity. Okay. We have the conflict card of the 5 of Wands, okay? So it's probably not going to be any surprise to you that there's most likely that there's been conflict in this person's life. This conflict could have something to do with you, or could have something to do with their personal lives, something else. But we're going to unpack this in just a bit. We have the Page of Swords, and this is talking about usually new thoughts, new ideas, and new information. And the red flag with this card is that sometimes in its newness, this could have, it could be unevolved information. Basically, there could be gaps in one's understanding. There could be gaps in communication here. And so I always look at the Page of Swords kind of like, it's really great to get more information, okay? So this person might not have the whole story around what they're arguing about. And then we have the 4 of Swords, which suggests that maybe there's a sense of quiet. Maybe this, especially if this person, you haven't heard from them for a while, if you guys have not been talking to each other. But if they've been distant, it's really important to know that they are pulling in their energy, kind of creating a sanctuary for themselves to reflect. And this reflection, there's a purpose for it. And so we've got the 9 of Wands. This person feels maybe defensive. This person feels like they don't want to give up on something. They don't want to give up on themselves. They feel there's a tenacity here, but it's also exhausting. Okay? And I think it's around something that didn't move forward, a progress that was not made in an area. Now, this could have been way back. Maybe it was something you guys were planning on doing together, or maybe this is actually something they're going through personally. But what I can tell you is that they thought their ships were going to come in. They thought there was going to be kind of a reward for, actually, I don't want to say reward. They thought that these things were going to come about, that a certain result was going to happen, and it didn't. The 3 of Wands is upside down. So I feel that this is almost their response to that. What does Aries, with a new deck, what does Aries need to know about each one of these? Let's talk about the conflict card of the 5 of Wands. What do you need to know about them with the 5 of Wands, the conflict? This could be fighting. What do you need to know about them, Aries? Hierophant. The conflict is around a certain set of commitments. Now, the Hierophant, it talks about institutions, can even be talking about marriage. But this is how we commit ourselves to life in different areas. And so what do we do? Because life is so big and weird and awesome, but like we create systems around our beliefs. We create pacts, we create rules, we create foundations where, you know, this is also rules over churches and religions. So we try to make sense of it all, right? So when we ask about, well, what does Aries need to know about this conflict and this fighting? It has something to do with like expectations around commitments, around rules, around maybe an orthodox way of going about something. Anything else we need to know about this? Options, options, options. Flipping but not flying. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So what it seems like is there's a non-committal energy. It's like something basically looked better. Something looked better. It doesn't have to be a romantic reading. For some of you guys, it just absolutely isn't. But it's like this conflict and this commitment gets shaken up when all these other options are considered. And out of those options, there's one there's a passionate option that falls under their lap. There's this tower moment, which totally derails everything. And I think specifically trust in this situation. And then we've got the Page of Cups, which is kind of a positive twist in all of that. And that could yet have to that could be yet to happen. But the Tower card definitely, the Tower is an event that came about that shook everything up, and you don't have any control with the Tower. That's the thing. So you can only control how you react to it. And the other thing to take away with the Tower, Aries, is that Tower moments happen when life needs to move you in a different direction. What's the Page of Swords? This energy. Something is unfair, and I think somebody's talking about it. They need to get it off their chest. They might be talking to family about it. They might actually, something might be unfair in a living situation. Some of you guys might be going through legal stuff. Maybe you guys are going through a court system, or there's something contractual, because the Justice card upside down is, the Justice card is in general connects to contracts. It connects to lawyers and legalities and stuff. So I feel like this person, let's give you an example. Let's say you guys both had split responsibility of a condo or a house, but you guys aren't talking. This person is afraid of things being unfair, and they might be trying to gather information about it passively. So they might be looking online. They might be kind of, Page of Swords can be our kind of stalker card, and I don't think that they're necessarily stalking you as much as they're just like trying to gather this information and get a gist of where you're at without confronting you. Okay, so here they are. They're quiet energy. What do we need to know about this for our Aries? So while they're not being very loud about it on the outside, they've been proactive on the inside. And what I mean by that is they are collaborating with another energy or other energies to move forward and make progress away from some bad memories. Sometimes what that is working with a counselor or a therapist. Maybe they're also on YouTube watching all sorts of psychology and therapy videos. But the Three of Pentacles, to break it down, is other people are now in the picture. This person is working behind the scenes with other people or other energies for a shared common goal. Maybe that's online dating in some of their cases. Maybe that's therapy. I have a feeling that Aries, if you were to intuitively ask yourself, about this person, that you probably know what that energy is. But they want to make progress in an area and move away from some bad memories. And I say that because we're getting the bad memories. Six of Cups upside down could be kind of bad experiences, bad memories, and then the Chariot card that's moving fast in the opposite direction. We have, this person is very defensive. This person is feeling very righteous about how they feel, and they're sticking to their guns. They're sticking to their convictions, even if it's wearing them out a little bit. Seven of Wands, playing King of the Hill with doubts as they arise. If they're somebody else's doubts or if they're theirs, if they're their own, they're fighting them off, and they're doing so successfully, And so they are very much with the Nine of Wands as well. They're just stubborn. They're holding on to their convictions. And then finally, we've got the Three of Wands here. What does my Aries need to know about the Three of Wands? These are plans that are basically put on hold or put to a stop. This person is not getting the results that they thought they were going to get. This person is not Yeah, it's making them go quiet again. We've got them going back inside. Now, if this, like, this energy doesn't seem harmful. It feels like they're very defensive and they're trying to be proactive and just get past it. But there is, I think, a fear that things are going to be unfair. I think that they are kind of trying to gather information on you without directly connecting with you. Ace of Cups. Wow, what's that? Sorry, Ace of Cups. I think that they are hoping you make a gesture to them. I know that this is going to trigger some of you guys, but we have the Hermit card. So they're going within, they're withdrawing, they're trying to listen to themselves. Hello, there's a little robin right there. Oh, little red-breasted robin. Is that what they're called? I wish you could see it. There's two of them. It was so loud. Did you hear it? You know, bonus points to any Aries to look up. It's not really an assignment, but check out robin. I wonder what the meaning of a robin is. Because as I was just about to say, they're hoping that you reach out, maybe with an apology or a gesture of kindness or care. And they want you to recognize their independence. They want you to see that they are on their own, that they have the ability to make their own happiness. And likewise, I think they're seeing you that way. Yeah. So I hope that is helpful. Of course, like and subscribe if you found this to be worth your time. And if you'd like to join the family, and take good care of yourselves. Mwah.